Hi, my name is Don Ambrose. I am Professor of Graduate Education at Rider University in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. I'm also the editor of the Roeper Review, which is a journal in the field of gifted education. And I study creative intelligence through interdisciplinary work. Actually, I spend probably more time in foreign disciplines than I do in gifted education and general education, but I'm always importing ideas from those other fields, trying to enrich thought in gifted education in particular, as well as general education and creative studies. So today I plan to discuss the topic of dogmatism, which is a rather strange topic. Why would anybody discuss that? The definition of dogmatism, well, actually there's a lot of them, but if you want to simplify the definition, it would be narrow-minded, short-sighted, superficial thinking. A dogmatic individual is someone who is unaware that he or she is trapped within a mental box and cannot escape. And dogmatism has caused a lot of problems around the world. It's causing a lot of problems for education right now. In terms of teaching and learning, a lot of what goes on in schools and universities is confined by dogmatic thought frameworks. So my initial work on creative intelligence had to do with borrowing ideas from multiple disciplines. For example, a book I did fairly recently borrowed 72 theories and research findings from 29 different academic disciplines and fields, and then I cross-referenced them to show how theory from political science, for example, might impact a concept from economics or microbiology or some other field. And that's through the process of creative association, where you smack two ideas together and hopefully get a creative spark. That led me to investigate problems in the world through the lenses of multiple disciplines. So that led me ultimately to dogmatism. Once on that path, Robert Sternberg and I started working together on a couple of edited books which came out a year or two ago on dogmatism, one of them on creativity and the other on giftedness, showing how dogmatic ideas impact the development of the creative mind or the gifted person. So these were edited books. We invited contributions from leading thinkers in the fields of creative studies and gifted education, as well as some from general education and some outsiders, including leading military historians, sociologists, philosophers, and so on, political scientists as well. Just to give you a sense of what some of the findings were, a few examples. One of the contributors, Andrew Basevich, who is a military historian, made the argument that warfare often is used as a first choice policy option, but he calls warfare a crapshoot. It cannot be predicted and controlled with accuracy, but otherwise intelligent leaders and policymakers often fall into the same trap over and over again by using it as a first choice policy option. Another example, Daniel Shiro, a leading sociologist, he's one of the experts on, probably the expert on genocide, contributed ideas about how genocide arises. It can arise from revenge. Your ancestors did something to my ancestors, so I have to get even with you. Opportunism, the people in the land next to us have resources that we want, so let's make up some excuses to attack and expel or exterminate them to commandeer their resources, and a couple of other reasons. So I'm using these examples to show how insights from other fields can impact our thinking about giftedness, talent, and creativity. For example, using the ideas from military history and genocide, you can have otherwise creative and intelligent individuals who think they are doing good things, actually doing great harm in the world because they are dogmatic. They're locked within a particular idea framework. So that leads me to believe that we should be doing more along the lines of developing the ethics, the ethical sensibilities. Instead of just thinking about developing creativity or trying to get students to perform better on measured intelligence or standardized testing requirements, or even something more lofty than that, we should also be thinking about the development of ethical sensibility. And there are some ways to do that. One of them is to contribute more interdisciplinary work to a field and to get students to be thinking along interdisciplinary lines a little bit more. And that's already been done in general education through curriculum integration efforts. We just need to do a little bit more of it and a little bit more artfully. There's much more to this than we have time to explore here, but that's leading us into some other projects that I'll discuss another time.